everyone, this is just a video to show how to use playposit, which I'm still kind of learning, but I can show you what I know. So to create an account, you click on sign up and click on the instructor. You put in your information and then click submit. Once you're logged in, this is what the dashboard looks like. And the first thing you want to do is make classes and add students to your classes. So I'm going to click on add students. Okay, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create classes for my students. So I'm going to go to add classes. I already did that. I'm just going to put in the class name and the subject, and that way I can assign students to the period that they are in. So you can see mine over here. Once you've created the classes, you can start adding students. This is a time-consuming way of adding students. There are other ways to do it. I have found personally that the easiest way for me is just to do it myself than have kids get all confused with their username and password. So while it did take me kind of a while to manually give each kid information, once I did it, it has made life so much easier. So I went through, give an example, and I just gave each student, they put in their first and last name, and then I gave everyone a unique username, but I did a uniform format. So everyone got their first initial, their last name, and then the number 17. And that way I could tell everyone when we first logged in, just put in your first initial, last name, and the number 17. And then it was uniform for everybody. And I gave everybody the same password to also make life easier, which was English for me. And then I'll ask you to pick the class from the Assign tab, and then assign each student to their correct period. So this took me probably an hour, but I found that it was an hour that saved me much frustration later on, because then everything is already created for the kids, and that makes my life easier personally. And then you submit roster. It keeps adding after you put things in here. It keeps adding lines after that. And then the kids are in a class and they'll be able to see your videos. So once you have all your students, you can start working on creating videos. And I'm still, myself, I'm learning how to use this, but the way you create videos is you go to the bulbs. That's what they basically are called, bulbs. Kind of a cool word there. And you can kind of search through videos they already have. I haven't really done that yet. I've been working on just creating my own. That's what I did with Ashley's recording here for Common Sense. I'm going to do another video actually on creating bulbs. Okay, so here's actually how we can create an interactive video. So I'm here on my dashboard, and I'm going to click on Design Video Bulb. And I'm going to put in the video that I want to use. And if you look at the options, you can use anything from YouTube, Vimeo, TeacherTube, Shmoop, Google Drive, SchoolTube, and things with school licenses. So I just have a random video here that I've used. It's from YouTube, and here's the URL. And then I'm going to click on Continue. And there's my video over there. Give my lesson a title. Fill out the information here. You can even put in the standards. I have been setting this one, I believe this gives kids the option to rewind. I like them having that option. So I've been clicking yes for that. and then click on Begin Building.
We Puritans have no place for drunkenness or
Okay, so there's my video, and I'm going to add some questions to it. I also, if I don't like the videos too long, I can crop parts out of it, which I haven't used yet. I used to do that with Zaption if I just wanted a small portion. But I'm going to use this whole video, and you can see it's pretty short. It's only 1 minute and 5 seconds. So the cool thing is, while I'm sort of going through it and I add a question, it'll put the question exactly where I want it. So if right after this scene at 4 seconds I want to add a question, I can. And here are some of the options. I can do multiple choice, free response, a reflective pause, and the rest are all for premium users, which I'm thinking of getting a membership and seeing if the school pay for it, but I haven't had a chance to do that yet. So for now, I'm just using these 3 options, which worked fine for me so far. So free response, whatever. You can sort of play with that a little bit. And then it saves it right at 4 seconds. And that's when the students will see the question pop up, and they'll need to answer it as they go through.
colorful clothes or dreaming or poem.
Okay, so I can add as many questions as I want, but say that for some reason that's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to ask. I think I'm done, so I can preview to see how it looks.
We Puritans have no place for drunkenness or...
Okay, so that's when the question pops up, and they would hit submit, and then the video would continue. Okay, I like it. It looks good to me. So I'm going to hit finish build. And now I want to assign it to my kids. And I'm not going to actually do this, or they're going to think I'm going crazy. So I just pick the periods and click assign. And then when the students log in and they find their class, they're going to see the period, and they're going to see this video on their dashboard, and they're going to know to do it. Okay, and this will be the URL that you would share with the kids to get them directly to the video. You can even in your lessons embed the code on the OLS if you want to. Could be another way to do it. I would require students to register, but that's kind of what you have already done for them by creating their login names and usernames and all that. Okay. So you want to see how your kids are doing during class. You want to monitor them a bit. Are they doing their work? How are they answering? So what you're going to do is you're going to click on these 3 dots, and you're going to click on monitor. And then it'll show you your classes. I'm going to look at period 1 and see how they're doing. And I can toggle back and forth here between the periods and the videos. So this is period 1. This is the only video that I have. And I can see the scores, who's completed the lesson, and how they're doing on each question. And then I get my individual breakdown here. So I can see, Sarah's in my class right now and she hasn't done anything. So I can kind of ask her, hey, I see that you're in my live session and you're not here. Or Kasim, I see you're having trouble with number 2. And you can kind of see this in real time as they're going through. And the students can see the feedback as well. So I really, really like this ability to monitor what they're doing, and then you can remediate even right there during class as they're working. So this is probably my favorite feature. So I'm still learning playposit. It's a lot like Zaption, but there's just some things I need to learn. So that's kind of what I have figured out so far, but I'm sure there's even more to it. Let me know if you need any help setting things up. I can try to help the best I can, but I think it's a really cool tool.